Here's a claim you'll see floating around. Southeast Asia is quietly abandoning American and Chinese weapons for Indian ones. That claim is wrong, and I'm not going to repeat it, because the actual data tells a more interesting story. Indonesia just ordered 42 French fighter jets for $8 billion. The Philippines is buying warships from South Korea by the pair. India isn't winning this region's arms market. India is winning one specific weapon inside it, and that one weapon might matter more than everything else in this video combined. Let's establish the real picture first. The Philippines has a formal defense treaty with the United States. It leans heavily on South Korea for major platforms. Recent deliveries include Jose Rizal-class frigates and larger Miguel Malvar-class frigates, with more on order. The Philippines is also close to becoming one of the first customers for South Korea's KF-21 fighter jet. Indonesia is arguably the most prolific modernizer in the region. Its big-ticket purchases include French and British licensed hardware, such as 42 Rafale fighter jets from Dassault in an $8 billion deal and Maraputa frigates built under UK license from Babcock. They are even building 2 Scorpene submarines with France's naval group. Indonesia's state shipbuilder Point PAL is even assisting the Philippines with sealift capability. So, if you're measuring who's the preferred defense partner by total contract value, the honest answer is France and South Korea by a wide margin. Not India. Now, here's where the real story starts. Despite losing almost every major platform category to France and South Korea, India has something close to a regional monopoly on a specific weapon: the BrahMos supersonic anti-ship cruise missile. The Philippines became the first foreign operator, taking delivery of shore-based batteries in 2024 under a $375 million deal. Vietnam has joined as a BrahMos operator in a deal worth around $700 million. Indonesia is actively negotiating its own BrahMos acquisition, with discussions occurring between their defense minister and India's. 3 countries, 1 missile system, 1 supplier: India. No other competitor has matched BrahMos' unique role in this region. Its shore-based, mobile, supersonic anti-ship batteries offer real coastal denial capability without needing extra major surface combatants. Here's the strategic logic. A country with a limited defense budget and a long coastline faces a hard choice. Should they build an expensive blue water navy or a land-based deterrent? BrahMos is the second option: mobile coastal batteries that can be relocated, adding unpredictability to launch locations. This means hostile ships approaching your coast take on real risks. Vietnam's acquisition reinforces layered coastal defense architecture, not just fleet replacement. The strategic value clusters particularly around the South China Sea. All 3 BrahMos customers, Philippines, Vietnam, and prospectively Indonesia, are positioned on waters where China's expanding maritime claims present challenges. Put those deployments together, and you create a maritime denial corridor, overlapping BrahMos coverage across multiple ASEAN coastlines. This is not India winning the arms market. It's India building something narrower, a shared deterrence architecture that didn't exist 5 years ago. One last correction to the narrative. Defense analyst Rahul Bedi notes that while BrahMos was co-developed with Russia, India remains the lead stakeholder. Yet this doesn't boost Russia's regional role significantly. Countries buying from India are steering clear of Russia due to sanctions risk. This is a specific calculation about one weapon, not a broad shift toward India. The real pattern isn't choosing India over the US or China. It's deliberate diversification, spreading procurement across France, South Korea, India, and the US. Countries aim to avoid dependence on any single supplier, especially given unpredictable US export policy and China's assertiveness. So, is Southeast Asia quietly choosing India? No plenty video telling you that oversimplifies the situation. What's actually happening is that India built one weapon system strong enough to become the preferred choice across 3 countries in the region's most contested waters, while losing almost every other procurement category to France and South Korea. That's a smaller, yet a more accurate, claim. If you want the Indonesia BrahMos deal covered as soon as it's signed, not just discussed, subscribe. That's the unresolved piece of this story.